Hello, class, and welcome to Friday. So, this is your writing prompt. Imagine that you can go back in American history to any event. Now, make it a specific event. Don't just say like World War II or something like that. A particular event in American history. Okay. If you could go back to that event, what event would you pick? What would you see? Why would you want to go to that event? Anything that you can think of about why that event is the particular one that you would like to see, and have some detail like what would you want to see when you were there. Okay, now it could be anything. It could be signing the Declaration of Independence. It could be being with Washington as he crosses the Delaware. It could be the Gettysburg Address. It could be the JFK assassination. It could be Americans landing on the moon. Okay, so any event from American history. And then another thing that I want you to put in is kind of like a little bit of a wrinkle is would you just be a bystander and just watch what's happening, or would you want to do something at that event that could potentially change history? And boom, what would the impact of that be? So, just an example. Everybody do not use this, okay? But let's say you went to you wanted to go to Lincoln's assassination, okay? If you were at Lincoln's assassination, you're at Ford's Theater that night, would you try and tell Abraham Lincoln not to go to the theater that night? And if you did, that might initially seem like a good thing, but then like how would that impact history? So if you've ever seen the movie Back to the Future, so when Michael J. Fox goes back to the future, he actually meets his mom in the future, but like when they're both teenagers. So obviously he can't get involved with that. Like he's not going to be dating his mom and stuff, because if he did, then he would not exist. Okay. So when you go back to the event, talk a little bit about would you just be a bystander? Why or why not? And if you're going to be actually in the event, what would you do and what would be the impact of that? So again, 500 words, you've got the entire period, free write, don't think too much about it, just let the language flow, let the words flow. You're going to turn it in by the end of the period. So have a good Friday, have a good weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday.